Greetings my saplings, today we will be discussing the Fear of God Air 1Triple Black. To be specific, like always in these how to cop guides, we will be mentioning some release info, how to cop them, and of course, like always, some resale predictions. Kicking it off regarding release info, these drop this Saturday, April 25th, tomorrow. Retail is $350, certainly on the higher end, but we'll be discussing profitability towards the end of the video, so don't worry about that right now. Stock is very low for these, unfortunately. Definitely won't be an easy cop in comparison to previous releases like the linens or core purples. So now let's move on to how to cop these, how you guys can get your hands on these manually if you can't afford a bot or any other resources. The first site we'll be starting with is fearofgod.com. Now normally they do random time drops, but this time it will be a set time drop according to their Instagram at 12 a.m. Eastern time. Expect it to be heavily botted, of course, but that's not to say that you don't have a chance at all, especially with the new Shopify checkpoint. If you don't have access to an early link or add to cart links or a monitor, that's okay. You can still try by refreshing the search page for Nike Air 1. Also make sure you have signed into your account there that you have already made on fearofgod.com before the drop, and also have autofill set up. Then as soon as you add to cart, once you find the product, of course, make sure you're ready to solve the CAPTCHA as quick as possible. It's gonna pop up for when that Shopify checkpoint pops up. But anyway, moving on from those, let's jump to 10 a.m. Eastern time real quick. So Foot Locker will actually be dropping these online. Expect the site to throw a ton of errors at you, of course. Best thing I could suggest to you is just keep on spamming the add to cart, as well as making sure you're signed into your account beforehand as well. Then your best shot will also be at 10 a.m. Eastern time for US, 9 a.m. CET for Nike Sneakers Europe. This will be a Leo drop, which means you'll have around 2 to 3 minutes to enter as many accounts as possible. The more you enter, the higher the probability that you will cop. Now, if any of you need affordable, reliable, pre-verified sneakers accounts to increase your chances of copying, you can purchase them from my site TARS with the link in the description. So again, Nike sneakers, that's certainly going to be your number one shot just because they have the most amount of stock there. Not only that, but they're very good with combating bots. Now, there will be other 10 a.m. Eastern drops as well, as such as Concepts, Unknown, etc. There's going to be a lot of them, but for manual users with no other resources, you guys should only be focusing on Nike sneakers and Foot Locker at that exact time, considering you have to manage your time efficiently during those few crucial seconds or even minutes. Finally, I tweeted a little raffle list on my Twitter, KeithAdam10. Now, for future lists, in case they do close by the time you're watching this video, feel free to follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, to stay up to date on all of these. Not only that though, but I also do tweet out more urgent info there that I can't just upload a video for right away, such as shock drops. Anyway, with that out of the way though, that's how you guys can cop them. That's how you guys can get your hands on these. Unfortunately, like I did say, they are going to be extremely limited. But now, let's move on to resale. Let's see what we're talking about in terms of profitability. So, despite the high retail of $350, and of course you're going to have to pay tax on that too, which is going to add up a significant amount, you should still expect these to be profitable. Not only are Fear of God Air 1s consistently limited, but this is one of the most sought after colorways, this triple black colorway. Although the margin won't be incredible, specifically because of that $350 retail, it certainly won't be terrible. Sizes under 10 do tend to be the best if you do want to play it somewhat conservative, but even over 10 should be easy profit as well. In fact, if you have no tax in your location, I would highly suggest strictly going for sizes above 10, simply because they're going to be much easier to cop in comparison to the smaller sizes, and you'll still have a really good margin because you're not going to have to pay a ton of extra money on that $350 amount that you're going to be taxed on. But regardless, it's highly suggested you do go for all sizes, even though the margin won't be incredible. And keep in mind, if you do feel like this is a heavy amount for you to be risking, don't worry at all, at least for Nike sneakers. Nike sneakers will give you free returns and free cancels if you do need to, although that's not going to be the case. Hypothetically, if you do need to and you don't feel comfortable with that $350, I'm just telling you right now, no strings attached. You could always return with Nike sneakers. But with that, I'm going to conclude it for today. I hope you guys did learn a thing or two, or perhaps enjoy the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Also, subscribe and enable post notifications just so you stay 100% updated on all hyped shoes that are going to be upcoming. With that, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Should have gone the other way. Now there's just one thing to say. Get your foot off my foot.